Once upon a time, there was a land called these parts. And in these parts, there lived the dad,
Hi.
the mother,
Hello.
and the child.
Hi.
For as long as anyone could remember, people in these parts had a patch on one eye,
Your patch looks lovely today, dear.
a pad on one ear,
Let me straighten that for you, honey.
and an arm in a sling.
Mommy, why do I have to wear this thing?
Sometimes the children in these parts ask very rude questions. Also living in the land were important advisors. There was the scientist,
Hello.
the scholar,
How do you do?
and the doctor.
Feeling well, I trust.
For as long as anyone could remember, everybody had wore a patch on one eye, a pad on one ear, and an arm in a sling. These people were part people. But they had been part people for so long that they hardly ever knew. But then, one day, a stranger came to town.
Hello, everyone. I'm a stranger to these parts.
Mommy, what's a stranger?
Well, sweetheart, a stranger is, well, someone who's strange.
The stranger was different. He had no patch on his eye, no pad on his ear, and no arm in a sling. And he could hug with both arms.
I got great news for everyone that's living in these parts. You no longer have to live with a patch over one eye or your ear and have your arm in a sling. I can change all that.
I don't know. Change sounds pretty scary.
The people gasped at his revelation.
You mean to tell me you can make me see with both eyes?
And here with 2 ears?
And hug with both arms?
Precisely. And I can do more than that. You're not just half people on the outside. You're half people on the inside, too. But I can change all that.
I still don't know about that.
I've got along just fine with one eye. What do I need another one for?
Mommy, why do I have to wear this sling?
You don't, sweetheart. Just follow me.
Now wait just a minute, mister. Who do you think you are coming here and poisoning our children with all your empty promises?
But my promises are real. I come from a holy place where everyone is whole.
And so they turned to their learned experts, those learned for guidance.
Mr. Scientist, tell us, can people use 2 eyes, 2 ears, and both arms?
Well, I've done calculations, and I've consulted all known laws of physics, and I'm afraid it's impossible, so it can't happen.
Mr. Historian?
I've studied ancient civilizations and scoured the pages of recorded history, and I'm afraid it's never happened, so it never happens.
What do you think, Doctor?
Well, I've examined many patients, and I've kept accurate charts, and it's biologically unprecedented, so it doesn't happen.
Listen, do you prefer to be blind? Is it that great to be half deaf?
Are we going to stand here and let this stranger insult us?
Young man, you're not wanted here.
You're upsetting the masses.
You could destabilize life as we know it.
Let's get him out of here.
And so they set upon him with the full force of their fury.
So you think we ought to have 2 eyes, huh?
How'd you like to get along with no eyes?
You think you can hear better than us?
Well, just shut your ears so you can't hear anymore.
You don't think I'm loving my family? Let me see what you can do with both arms broken.
In their rage, no one bothered to notice that everything the stranger promised, he also possessed. All they could think about was getting rid of his disquieting presence. And before they even knew what they had done, they had killed the stranger.
Well, I suppose he deserved it.
I really couldn't see what I was doing.
Did you hear anything?
I only have one arm. It could have been my blow to that.
Mommy!
Almost as quickly as the tragedy happened, the family returned to life as usual in these parts. No one wanted to talk about what had happened to the stranger. No one, that is, except...
Hello, everyone. I'm back.
They couldn't believe their eye.
Who are you?
Don't you know?
But you look like...
I am.
But we...
You did.
But how could it be?
Good question.
But that's
Right.
I've made calculations.
I've studied ancient civilizations.
I've examined many patients.
At laws I've looked.
I've opened books.
The pulse I've took.
It can't happen.
It never happened.
It doesn't happen.
But it did happen. Look, I know it's not very scholarly or scientific or even therapeutic to ignore the evidence. Look, I'm here.
Let's get out of here, honey.
We shouldn't listen to wackos like this.
Dead men living? Impossible.
Unprecedented.
Unnatural.
Mister, are you sure you're alive?
What do you think?
Well, yeah, you look okay anyway, but I'm just a kid. What do I know?
You know plenty.
Oh, aren't you pretty mad at my mom and dad? I mean, after what they did to you.
Look, I know it's hard to understand, but my offer still stands for them. And you too. Would you like me to help?
Yeah, I would.
Well, let's start with that sling.
Okay.
There, how's that feel?
You're right, it does feel better to hug with both arms.